next up, we have Jake Beckman!
Thank you so much. I did my vaccine through the mass vaccine thing. Did anybody else do that? Few people? Great, this is gonna be relatable for everybody then. I like that. That's cool. It was a hoot. So what happens? You get your shot, and then you had to go sit in like a monitoring area for 15 minutes. And while you're sitting there, they have a sign in the front. It says, if you experience any of the following symptoms, raise your hand for an attendant. And then it says, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Number one, if I'm vomiting, you should probably just know that. Like, it's pretty clear when I do that. Like, I'm pretty loud when that happens. Just because I didn't raise my hand, it's like, oh no, that guy must just be yawning really wetly. That's what that is. And number two, hey, if I have diarrhea, I'm not gonna raise my hand. Like, I'll probably just sit there quietly for a minute or two. Like, you're not gonna hear a peep out of me. Eventually I'll be like, hey, if you guys just want to go home, don't worry about it. I'll lock up behind you. It'll be great. By the way, does somebody have like a windbreaker or a sweatshirt I can tie around my waist? I'd appreciate that. Also, I just always have diarrhea, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. See, after I got vaccinated, I did a dumb thing. I made a mistake. We'll call it a learning experience. I went to the zoo by myself. Don't do that. Like, as a dude, like, we can't just be going places by ourselves. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a dude by himself anywhere. Like, we just look like we were up to no good. Especially at the zoo. Like, I don't care if it's an old man taking in his last breaths or if it's a guy who like works there getting ready to feed the seals. If I see a dude by himself at the zoo, I'm like, what's this pervert up to? I don't like that. Something's fishy about him. Alright, great. And the whole time I was there, I kept getting in my head, because I kept thinking that all the parents were thinking that I was thinking about taking their kids. And listen, I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. That's off the table. That was never even on the table. I'm just absolutely not going to do that. This is not a kidnapper. I'm not going to do that. But, if I wanted to, the zoo is absolutely the place to do it, you guys. Absolutely. Again, I'm not going to do it. It's like one of those intrusive thoughts that you have, just a thought that pops into your head. Like you're like driving down the highway, something like that, or like over a bridge. You're like, I can just jerk the wheel to the side, end it all right here. Like, obviously, you're not going to do that. You'd do a great job if you did it. But you're not going to do it. Like something pops in your head, like you're at the grocery store. You see an old lady like pick up a head of cauliflower. You could absolutely spike it out of her hand. It'd be hilarious if you did that. But you're not gonna. I'm not going to kidnap anybody. But man, if I wanted to, the zoo has got to be a hot spot. Like, golly, like I don't know if you guys have ever seen kids at the zoo, man. It's like a zoo in there with all these kids running around. It's crazy. So all right. So I was standing next to the I was at the, what's it called, Big Cat Country. I was there. I was standing next to a puma cage. It's a goddamn mountain lion inside that cage. And all of a sudden, this kid walks up behind me and like gets ready to start climbing onto the cage. And normally, I don't give a shit about kids. Like I don't care about this at all. But like unfortunately, this was a fat kid. I hate to say that, but he was a fat kid. Like, if anybody in here saw this kid, you guys would be like, that's a fat kid right there. This is the kind of fat kid, like, that's how his parents identify him, like, at a party. Like, hey, which kid's yours? Like, mine's a fat one. That's... Like, again, like, I don't care, but if this kid climbs up on this cage, this critically fat kid climbs up on this cage, he could break through that cage. All right, if that happens, a couple things are going to happen. Number one, he's a goner. Like, he is absolutely toast. That mountain lion just gobbled him up. Like, that is delicious. Like, I imagine marble, juicy boy. Did not feel good saying that, but it's probably true. And then if that happens, that mountain lion could get out and kill the rest of us. So So I see this kid climbing on this cage, and I panic. I'm looking around, I don't see any parents. I didn't shove him down, but he couldn't get up after that. I just put a hand out for so anyway. Okay, so he didn't get up there. So that was good. And then this lady that worked at the zoo walks up to me, and she goes, "Hey, I saw that. Thank you for getting your son." Like, yo, that ain't my kid. I don't know that much about adoption, but it's got to be just more than who touched it last. It's a little bit too easy. Just yank that kid. That's kidnapping me. It's cool. And then I turned around from there, so I leave there, go get something to eat, and I'm in the dining area of the zoo. That's not what it's called. It's not. You're not dining, whatever. So I'm getting food, and then I see these two kids run around with kid leashes that are attached. It's supposed to go kid, then leash, then adult, but this just went kid, then leash, then kid. It's just long handcuffs, is what that is. I could just grab that cord by the middle, throw it over my shoulder. That's a twofer right there. That'd have been very easy. Thank you guys very much. I'm Jake.
Jake Beckman, everybody. Please keep that round of applause going for Linda Barrow.